slowly grown since Atomic became a part of the squad, as Typical brought by himself. Atomic also bullying Typical, looked for the shot, it's in! Off Typical. He was getting hit around and then forced to panic.
Yeah, I mean, Atomic couldn't put his open goal away earlier. Chicago says, here's how it's done, mate. Just pinball it off Typical and you get yourself a one.
Chicago gets there just in time. Typical's got a little bit. Passed over to First Killer, but First Killer needs to just add a couple more car links upwards if he's going to get there. That's over bottom corner.
No,
and AJ, one each.
Any other player, Shogun, you'd be absolutely right. First Killer had no right to go for that. He's backflipping just to keep himself there. Maybe it was a mechanical error that he fixed. Perhaps it was his plan all along. Either way, it's yet another.
Back into this game.
I mean,
Atomic.
You can already see what Atomic brings to the team there. Turning back, putting himself back into position, and eventually getting the pass for JNaps. I feel like any other G2 player, when Atomic was on Faze's half of the pitch a little bit earlier on, he'd be looking for the bump. But Atomic just brings that balance, and that is what allows JNaps in to score that goal.
Off from Chicago, it forces a Faze. They've got to go coast to coast if they're to take this. Pick up from AJ to Typical. They've got First Killer down the field. Should they get the ball over to him? First Killer had a thought about getting some bumps. Goes off the backboard and that drops to the floor. G2 survive and pick up game one.
They survive and they defend incredibly well as well. And that is a massive first game. Everybody out the game with that backflip, which nobody expected. Wait a minute, where's this ball going? Is anybody arriving? AJ tries to defend it, but he can't do it. And Atomic puts it away.
So I'll take a look at AJ here. He's going back. He's only on 20 boosts. So yeah, there's no way he's really getting to this 13 boost. Uses all of it. And the ball just skies over the top of his head. No chance for him to make contact.
Mentioned earlier, Shogun, a lot of pressure on this game. There's only 21 points between these two throughout this split. And the first seed is absolutely massive. And G2 are staking their claim.
And again, I just want to look at where the rotation is going. We've got a goalkeeper out. Typical ends up going forward. AJ has to turn around and just that one demo ruins the cue. The player dives forward, but they seem to always have another player ready to go next.
Yeah, Faze Clan have just set that third man back just a little bit further so they can keep the pressure on rather than trying to rush things. It works out in the end, but a bit of chaos from G2.
Yeah, Chicago might have it. That's not great. And yeah, JNaps gets bumped. There's no way.
Never taken out of it, always involved, doing something, going for bumps, going for demos there. You know, he had no right to go for that ball.
Oh, no!
And do you know what? I'm never going to praise him again. It's completely backfired.
That's, well, that's a self-infield there, Chicago. He goes over the top of JNaps' head. And First Killer wiped out. Opportunity for Chicago to get forward. JNaps over.
No way.
Nobody back. And a little bit of ball chasing leads to the third goal for G2.
A little bit of ball chasing, but also an absolute wonder bump. Faze had all the control until one bump comes out. A boost. He's got nothing.
Yeah, that no boost means that JNaps can just plow through the challenge. And once again, Faze have got it all to do. The entire length of the pitch. Back to Typical. Challenge is good from Atomic. And G2 once again survive.
Survive is the key word, but from the strings completely. And also, I'd say as a word of warning for G2, I've seen a lot more from AJ. And here comes Chicago. Can he get the flick? First Killer almost saves it, but Chicago buries it.
When you've got goal line defense like this, you need something perfect to get past it. And Chicago, that's about as good as you're going to get. Just keep it as far away. A friendly bounce, Chicago on target. This is the best way to play defense. Don't even let them see your side of the field. AJ's going to grab hold of it. Good holding midfield play there by Atomic. He's going to guide the ball gently to the floor. And G2 are 5 minutes away from a sweep.
It's just
Tane. That level of confidence that everybody seems to now have in them.
I mean, I'd love to see this comeback, Shogun. You mentioned the reverse.
AJ! There you are. It's a goal secure.
Yeah, I mean, what a steal that is. AJ was thinking, is this one actually going in? Perhaps. You know, I've done all the hard work. I've aerialed. I've bumped Atomic away as well. I'll steal the goal too. Why not?
I've now been tasked with trying to find the comeback. Got plenty of time for it, so don't expect to see too much change. Although First Killer, beautiful pass, better shot, 2-0.
We have ourselves some standard Faze Clan goals. That is exactly what I asked for. And look at that, just simple as you like from AJ towards First Killer, who just has to roll the ball.
Faze, either not looking for it or not finding success with it. This is where they've been more used to finding opportunities. And AJ's got his second.
Shogun, sometimes I think that you are a genius. Look at that, First Killer in front of the ball. See you later, Chicago. And AJ could attempt that aerial 307 times in a row and only miss once. And that was
doing. Well, it's all up to G2 to try and find those plays. That's a good start. Sipical left in a tough position. Chicago, that's 1. 2 more to go.
Told you, there's still plenty of time, and we've barely scratched halfway down in this game. It was a brilliant challenge there from Atomic to roll it along for Chicago, who is not...
That needed to be top corner. It's a wasted chance.
Yeah, it was probably going to be saved with 3 FaZe Clan goalkeepers standing there on the goal line. But it would have caused them some damage. Instead, it was missed. Down the other end, it's a solo goal from First Killer. How does he always get so many touches on the ball? G2 are petrified of the man. Everybody is. He commands so much respect, Shogun, that he gets more time than anybody else. And goodness me, can he use it.
Look, we've seen what First Killer can do when he has to save at a stretch, and he can still control the ball afterwards. That's going to probably be the 5th. Yes, it is. When you give, and this goes all the way back to that shot from Atomic, when you give a shot like that, it means that not only are you giving up a goal-scoring opportunity, you're giving an easy bounce off the backboard, and more importantly, an easy bounce off the floor. First Killer's going to look at it and just go,
if it's the longest streak of games in North America this season.
Well,
it's all right, I'll be your, your proofreader.
Yeah, well, one thing I don't need to check here is who's won this one. FaZe Clan have smashed their way through game 4.
It was this 3 more. Again, famous last words.
We'll certainly find out. Here we go. Go to Wasteland. And there's that first goal. K-Call, we're going to get an answer to our question.
We are indeed, yeah. 5 seconds gone. First Killer just beating Atomic all ends up for pace, and Sipical has himself a simple... Look at that, he didn't even hit it with the nose of his car. So while I'm glad G2 have steadied the ship...
criticisms we had for FaZe in the opening parts of this series, it's starting to switch sides, although FaZe caught out too far forward, and the infield pass is good enough for G2.
That's why I'm not a coach, Shogun. I was saying that they had to make things happen a little bit more, but they were completely correct. Just keep your patience, let FaZe...
Just control that entire time. Cheers the back down. As here we go, Chicago once again goes under. First one there is JNAPS off the bomb. What a setup and what a way to win it.
Just mixing up the pace. G2 sensed their moment. Chicago keeps himself unpredictable, and First Killer can't do anything about that JNAPS finish. FaZe Clan, they looked like they were coming back into the series. They